because with this podcast, like I want it to be 100% genuine. I want it to be 100% real. Like y'all gonna see who I am as a person. I'm not. There's no representative as the characters have been called in a lot of the conversations that I have. For those of you who don't know what the representative means, that is the person who shows up for you when you are first getting to know somebody. So, for example, when you go on a date, they say you brought your representative because that person that you show your date, or, you know, the person that you are meeting for the first time is not generally how you are. Me, on the other hand, what you see is what you get. What you meet is that's what you're going to keep. Like, I'm not switching it up. I'm not about to be like, oh, let me just, no, because I don't like I don't like to feel uncomfortable, or I don't like to mislead people, if that makes any sense. It makes me feel uncomfortable when I lie. It makes me feel uncomfortable to keep up a lie. Facades, I'm not comfortable with that at all. So yeah, like I said, what you see is what you get. I'm 100% genuine. I'm gonna go on to the next question because I'm just rambling at this point. So the next question is, how is love shown or taught to you at home? I'm sorry, how is love shown or taught to you at home as an adolescent, if at all? For me, like I said, I grew up with a bunch of females. So for me, love was shown in different ways. Love for me was hugs and kisses. Love for me was, like I was saying, love was shown to me in many different ways. So, hugs and kisses, lots of affection. My aunts doing my hair. Like it was a village. It was a village for me. So it was just shown in a lot of different ways. I have so many different examples of learning love and what it felt like. But some things, like with your parents, or I don't know, certain people, like you can't explain it or where it comes from. You just exist and you love that person. Like me with my mother. Like, loved her to death. Came out the womb as a kid, loved her to death. Like, for me, it's like nobody. You don't have to do specific things. Like it's like I said, I'm about feelings. So, and I'm about actions. So, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. Like I said, it was just a lot of different ways that I experienced love. And I would say I'm in my head right now because I don't want to go too deep, just because it's the first episode and it's a lot that we're going to get into in this podcast. So I'm really trying to hold back and just not give so much, because there's a lot of different topics and discussions that I want to have in the future. So that's kind of why I'm sitting here struggling. I didn't want to think about the answers to my questions beforehand, just because I wanted them to be more genuine. But I see probably for the future I'll probably do an outline, because now I'm just sitting here and I'm in my head and I'm playing back memories and I'm kind of getting a little emotional and stuff, just thinking about good memories of my childhood. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to boo-hoo on this first live. That's not what I want to do. So, yeah, I'm going to go on to the next question. And the next question is, do you think the love dynamic differs when it comes to a two-parent home versus a single-parent home? Okay, so for me, I can answer this in two different ways. So, do I think it differs when it comes to a two-parent home versus a single-parent home? I do think it differs. However, probably not in the way that everybody else is thinking. For me, it differs because I feel like with me, I grew up without my father being present in the home. So, I'm sorry, I got a question. Oh, that's my mom. She said, yeah, I came out super sensitive and full of love. that I always wanted to share. Yep, and that's me to this day. That is very much me to this day. But yeah, as far as it being different in the dynamics being different with the 2-parent versus the single parent home, I definitely think there is a difference. Now, I don't want to, oh, you going ham with these cookies. I don't want to say what I was going to say, which was, when you see the families on TV and they have this wholesome relationship, like the Cosby Show with the Huxtables, like that, I could say maybe would be a lot of people's ideal household to grow up in, but let's be honest, people don't actually grow up like that. Some do, but from what I've seen, no. I come from a community where a lot of my friends grew up in single parent homes. They didn't have both of their parents. And the ones that did have both of their parents, like us kids who didn't, we kind of were a little bit jealous. Like, dang, they got both their parents and we don't. But I feel like, as far as the love, like, I feel like one parent can show you the love that you could get from both parents. But it's definitely noticed when you see from the outside looking in other people who definitely have both of their parents. It's a difference. So I could say for me, my mother, she loved me. Like it was not like a doubt that she didn't love me. Like I never thought, oh, my mom doesn't love me. Now, growing up and doing rebellious things, of course you may think, oh, does my mom like me? But hey, I knew she loved me. So I always longed for having both parents in the household. I always longed to have a father figure in the household. And I don't think it affected the way that I love at all. Like I'm not a female who feels like everything can be done without a male in the household, or you could raise children with just, you can do it. It's doable, but it's not ideal. And me being a single mother, it's definitely not ideal for me. I never wanted to be a single mother. I never wanted to raise my child alone. But circumstances are what they are, and things happen how they happen, and I'm making the best of it. Do I notice, you putting your arms in a cookie, do I notice, I feel like the difference in my daughter as far as when she has male figures around as opposed to just me, I do see a difference. So when it's just me, I could say my daughter doesn't take me as serious as I feel like she would if her father was in the household. Because with my brothers...
orange.
Which colors did you mix?
Orange.
I know you made orange, but what colors did the brown and the red, it looks like?
Yeah, it makes brown.
Okay.
Yeah, but...
Okay, y'all know you made me lose my train of thought as always. What was I saying? Oh, with my brothers, like, I can tell, like, they don't have to put in as much effort or force for her to listen. I guess it's just that manly voice, the testosterone, or whatever the case may be. But I say that to say I definitely feel like both parents are needed in the home. Their roles are different, and they both provide different experiences for the child growing up. I feel like it was a blessing for me to have a daughter, because if I had a son, I feel like I would be completely lost as a single mother. Like, I don't think I would be able to do that. Like, there's just certain things that I can't, a lot of things that as a female, I feel like you can't teach a male. And I mean, it could be done, but I don't think the process is done properly when it's just, that's just my personal thinking. But, it definitely differs. In a lot of times, what parents don't realize is the trauma that the kids go through.